This screencast will show you how to add a tattoo to a portrait that you've taken. Make sure that you have your tattoo image and your portrait image open in Photoshop. Today I'm going to use this flower image as my tattoo, and my portrait is of Mr. Zimmerman, and we're going to add the tattoo to his arm right here. The very first thing you should do, because you're probably using a tattoo from the internet, is to check and make sure that it's going to work. On your tattoo file, go to Image and click Mode, and make sure that RGB color is selected. If it's not, change it to RGB color. The other important thing to look at is that your tattoo has a white background. Make sure that if it has a background, it's white. If it doesn't have a background, you're fine. Next, float all your images in Windows so you can see what's going on. And we're going to move the tattoo image to Mr. Zimmerman's portrait. So move that. You can minimize your tattoo image now because you're not going to use it. Next, you want to go to Edit and Free Transform and make the tattoo the about size that you want to make it. Don't rotate the tattoo, just make it the correct size. So I'm going to size this up just a little bit here. When you're happy with it, press Enter. Now turn the opacity down on the layers palette of your tattoo a little bit so you can see through it. This will help you line it up on your portrait. Next, move your tattoo about where it's going to be on your portrait. We're going to warp it so it fits. So go to Edit, Transform, and choose Warp. Now, while you're doing this, you can pull the tattoo and reshape it. Think of a sticker stuck to Mr. Zimmerman's arm. That's what the shape should look like. So you can pull each of the corners kind of where you want it to go. Right now I've pulled the corners to the edge of his arms. These handles here will help you reshape the tattoo the way that you want it to be. If this was a sticker stuck to his arm, it would kind of arc up here. So I'm going to adjust this just a little bit and adjust this handle here. It's okay if you have to adjust the handles a lot, or if you need to start over, just press escape and the tattoo will go back to its normal shape. When you're happy with the about shape of it, then you're going to press enter. If you're putting the tattoo on a part of the body that curves or bulges like a bicep, you can click on these grid lines and you can bulge or warp or the tattoo a little bit. This is the way I want my tattoo to look, so I'm going to press enter. Next, turn the opacity back up to 100% and check and make sure that everything is the way you want it. We're going to choose the mode to multiply, which will make anything that's white see-through. So that will overlay the tattoo on Mr. Zimmerman's arm. When I zoom in, if you look, the black is pure black on top of Mr. Zimmerman's arm. You need to have some skin texture show through, so turn the opacity back down. We found that between 60 and 70% works pretty well. The final step of your tattoo project, is to add a filter to the tattoo so it doesn't look fake. We found that going to filter and then blur or blur more will just give the tattoo just a touch of blur to make it look like it is a real tattoo. Now, your tattoo is on a separate layer, so you can always turn it on and turn it off. If you're ready to hand this project in, save it as a JPEG. If you're going to edit it some more, save it as a PSD file.